he wanted to say, sir.
Didn't Vince say in published reports that you were devastated when Hulk Hogan made those statements on Arsenio?
I wasn't devastated.
That was the word used to me. It wasn't.
Well, all right.
It was in the
I don't recall using the word devastated. Hulk Hogan, I think, told the truth. The question is, as far as the media is concerned, is whether or not he told the whole truth.
I don't believe the
truth.
truth.
And let me say this.
Three times is not the truth.
Okay, first of all, let me say this. That as you readily would recognize, Superstar, as you started this whole steroid phenomenon in undoubtedly professional wrestling, it seems to me that we're losing sight of the fact that steroids were legal at the time. I mean, it was just as legal.
Not in some states they were, and they were not legal in Florida.
Okay, federal.
Federally, they were legal in Florida.
The issue is, if you ask me,
they're not legal now.
You lied to children.
All right. That's why we insisted on our steroid testing.
If you ask me, and nobody has, I don't want to string up a guy who took this football, wrestling, whatever, in the 70s or 80s before the sunshine started to come down on us about the terrible side effects of this drug. Your point about your accusation that he lied is a different hello.
Hi, to the three men on the end who lost their jobs, how many people in the World Wrestling Federation today are performing sexual favors to keep their jobs?
Well, today, I would have to say I don't know, because the two main culprits, I guess, have resigned and stepped down.
When you were working there, percentage-wise?
Well, percentage-wise, I can't really say, like, 30%, 50%. I know of at least one person that was there from beginning till end.
Hi, are you there, caller? Briefly, you had to say.
Yes, I have a question for Mr. McMahon concerning all those executives resigning. Don't you find it strange that all those accused have resigned? Why did you accept their resignations? And wasn't indeed Mel Phillips suspended?
Yes, you have one individual who's suspended who was not technically an employee, although he worked with us almost every day. And you have two executives who have resigned, and we've accepted their resignation. Yeah.
You talk about child abuse, but if you saw or had knowledge of a child, a young person
Should have blown the whistle right away.
Because you're...
Understand something.
You have to understand the wrestling.
By coming forward right now, I'm done, man. I'll never wrestle ever again under any circumstances. I am done. But when you have a family to support and you're talking about your livelihood, throwing it out the window.
That man said he saw a child being abused. If that's true,
No, I said when you lie to children, that is child abuse. That was my point. Bruno, you wanted to say.
I wanted to tell that young lady, please, they were reported. We told you the parking lot incident, when it was reported to them, they said, well, what they do in their own time, they didn't care. Don't you understand that? They didn't care.
First of all, I think that it's a shame that 6 of the people on the panel, with the exception of Mr. Meltzer, are sitting there accusing Mr. McMahon, who so far has done nothing wrong. Mr. O, I know you've been in jail. Mr. San Martino, your son was fired under very suspicious circumstances. How can you sit here and accuse Mr. McMahon out of personal vendettas?
None of that has any
You don't know what you're talking about, Sonny. When you grow up, maybe you'll understand a little bit.
I'm just wondering why people go into wrestling in the first place. They know it's not a pure art form. Even just looking at wrestling, you can see that it's tacky and it looks...
People love this.
But you can tell it's
There's a
easy
market
just by
for
looking
this.
at it.
People love a very serious issue here.
I got a break. Are you there, caller?
Yeah.
I can't talk to you. Well, hang on, maybe I'll get you in. We'll be back in a moment.
Wrestlers that have been